Hey there, fellas. Here we have a car. A nifty Lexus with an Mi-2 helicopter engine designated as GTD 350. I mean, they use it in other stuff aside from Mi-2s. But in this video, I suggest we finalize the build and go for a ride. You remember what needs to be done, don't you? First order of business would be installing a transmission. Because we did start the engine and get it to run, the wheels to turn. But we were running a direct drive to the rear differential, with no gear change capability. We do want for there to be a transmission with actual gears in it for us to choose from. Also, we want to gauge the horsepower of this engine and get a feel for how it drives. Anyway, let's finish the job, go for a drive, and see what happens. Let's go. So look here, guys. We do want to get the car to drive with that GTD engine. And you'll recall that we needed a transmission. We're going from high to progressively lower reduction. But yeah, this thing needs a gearbox. And between the engine and the gearbox, you'll need this very useful thing that is known as a clutch. Right, we have a gearbox, we have a clutch. We need to transfer the torque from the engine to the rear wheels via this lovely device. And yeah, let's piece everything together and see what we end up with. We have made an adapter plate which we'll fit the bearing to, for the weight of the flywheel to be carried not by the gearbox input shaft, but instead by this plate. We have got a ceramic clutch and an organic one. But the problem here is that the splines on the organic unit do not fit the input shaft. The sizes are very different. What we're going to do is unstitch both of them and mix parts from the two clutch discs. Combine the ceramic clutch disc centerpiece with the organic friction material. We've gotten around to the interior. The transmission is supposed to sit inside here. It's not going to fit inside the stock transmission tunnel, with the engine being completely alien. In my estimation, this is where it's going to be positioned. Tie into this reinforcement, weld in some additional reinforcement. Situate the plate and bolt the gearbox to said plate. A prop shaft is going to be connected to the gearbox, but the clutch assembly is going to be located on the other side. Inside you'll have the flywheel, also the clutch assembly with the disc and the pressure plate, and we want to build in as much stiffness as we can, for the sake of making the whole thing reliable. And now we need to make the prop shaft. It is not going to be a simple design, as in it'll be very short. It'll have two unis, it's going to have some splines, and an intermediate bearing, of course. There is no way to make do without one. On one end of the prop shaft we'll have the plate, bearing, flywheel, clutch, and all of the associated components. That's, of course, on the gearbox side of things. On the other end, it is going to connect to the output shaft on the GTD 350 helicopter engine. So this engine does not work like a regular one for a car. It's not quite a matter of hitting the gas and it revving. And so we might not be able to use this accelerator like we would in a car. Okay, so we're about to revamp the fuel system, because the first time we started it, well, it was to check and see if it even works. But here we'll relocate it to the trunk to keep the interior uncluttered. So check this out. We've prepared everything we need to connect the engine with the gearbox. We have the plate with the bearing, a small prop shaft that's going to sit in between the engine and the gearbox. We have some washers on the prop shaft to which we'll be bolting the flywheel. From there we fit the clutch to the flywheel, and after that we fit the entire assembly to this lovely gearbox of ours. Check this out, guys. We've pieced together the gearbox, prop shaft, bearing, plate, and now let's throw this entire assembly into the car. The tiny prop shaft is in, and now with everything in place, it all looks sort of fathomable. Okay, we got everything ready and assembled. We're outside, and now let's get to testing this wonderful thing. Let's first engage the starter, and then the pump. Starter first. Yeah, let's turn the pump on later. Did you check the pressure? Yeah, let's do this. Pump. Easy does it. Starter. It is turning, go for it. Purge it with the starter. And now there it goes. Wait a second. It's not turning. Nope, it is not turning. I don't know if that was slag. Maybe it was throwing out some kind of dirt. It's sat for many years. Incinerates every time. Could be biting off and spitting out chunks of itself. It started, I mean, you could hear it hum. But for some unknown reason, when getting up to speed, it would start to bog down. Is the starter on? Need to get the starter. Now we can carefully purge it. It started, but it wasn't feeling happy. We're experiencing an issue, we now need to find the cause. It's likely something minor and surface level. We just haven't identified it yet. We'll figure it out, though. Try it now. There you go, and purge it a few times. We're on fire! Fire is underneath the car!